In recent years, the United States Department of Defense has explored a strategy designed to offset China's growing anti-access and area denial capabilities in the Western Pacific. This approach involves dispersing small, agile combat units across a wide area of island chains, enhancing survivability and complicating enemy targeting. To make this vision operationally viable, the U.S. military invested in platforms that could transport personnel, equipment, and supplies across difficult maritime terrain. Two programs were particularly significant: a medium landing ship initiative and an amphibious cargo aircraft known as the Freedom Lift. Both efforts have now been effectively halted. The Freedom Lift project, overseen by the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, was launched in the year 2022 with the goal of creating a large amphibious aircraft. It was envisioned to carry heavy cargo or up to 70 troops, and to operate from open water without needing fixed runways. Yet after 3 years, the program faced rising costs and persistent technical challenges, especially in coping with moderate to rough sea conditions. Ultimately, the project was cancelled before reaching a viable prototype. The termination follows a similar decision regarding the medium landing ship project jointly pursued by the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps. Initially designed to support distributed operations by ferrying small units between islands, the vessel's requirements turned out to closely resemble those of China's existing Type 072 landing ships. Despite the straightforward design, estimated costs reached approximately $300 million per unit. Budget concerns and questions over performance led to that program's suspension as well. These cancellations represent more than just individual program setbacks. Both platforms were integral to the broader strategy of enabling fast, flexible, small-scale operations across the island networks of the Western Pacific. By deploying on short notice and moving rapidly from island to island, these units were expected to stretch the capacity of China's military to respond effectively. Without the Freedom Lift or the medium landing ship, however, the practical means of achieving this goal have become unclear. It is worth noting that neither system was meant to be highly advanced or revolutionary. The technical ambition behind the Freedom Lift, for instance, was seen as relatively modest by the standards of modern military aviation. It was often compared to China's AG-600 amphibious aircraft, which is generally viewed as less complex than other large platforms such as the Y-20 Transport or the C-919 airliner. For the United States, with its vast industrial base and aerospace history, the assumption was that such a system would be achievable. Yet the project could not overcome its obstacles. These outcomes have prompted some to question the state of military procurement processes. Even relatively low-tech solutions are now facing ballooning budgets and design delays. This raises broader concerns about the Pentagon's ability to deliver on strategies that require new platforms under tight timelines and budgetary constraints. With both the medium landing ship and the Freedom Lift program shelved, the Department of Defense must reconsider how it intends to support distributed operations in the Indo-Pacific. The idea of flexible, mobile units operating across scattered terrain remains relevant, but the logistical infrastructure needed to enable that approach is lacking. The vision of a future conflict in the Pacific involving fast-moving detachments hopping from island to island remains compelling on paper. But as it stands, the tools to implement such a campaign are either underdeveloped or unavailable. Whether alternatives can be developed quickly enough, or affordably enough, to fill the gap remains to be seen. In the meantime, questions remain. How will small units deploy and redeploy across ocean expanses? How will equipment and resupply be managed in contested waters without specialized vessels or aircraft? And what other technologies might be leveraged to fulfill the distributed lethality concept? For now, those questions are open. And the answers may shape the trajectory of American military planning in the Pacific for years to come.